To understand the pneumatic system, let's talk about the needs and how we can fulfill them. First and foremost, we want to develop one kind of motion. This motion has its properties, which in industrial applications, they are defined by force or torque, amount needed, in pneumatics are related to pressure, distance or angle traveled in that motion, it is called a stroke, and speed, the time it takes for the motion to be fulfilled. It is in relation with the airflow. Second, we have to look on how to control the motion. Here we are talking about pressure, stroke, speed, but also we have to control direction, left, right, up or down, clockwise, counterclockwise, and so on. Lastly, we also have to take in consideration every requirement each application has. We will be looking at the work environment must-haves, like in semiconductor industry, where the air has to be very pure not to contaminate the control surroundings atmosphere. In comparison with the tire manufacturing industry, where things are a little less strict. Nevertheless, we still need to take in account the prescribed needs of pneumatic component that we use. We are going to see what a pneumatic system is made of, from the end side, where the motion is created, to the start side, where we actually compress the air. Every component will be associated with its standardized symbol. It is very important to get used to the symbols. They are easy if you invest a little bit of time to understand them. We are not going to explain the symbols at this time, but later within each corresponding chapter along the course. 1. The cylinder. This is the workhorse of the system. It converts pressure into mechanical work to produce the movement talked about before. 2. The valve is the flow direction controller with which we choose the state or direction of movement for the cylinder. 3. The local air service unit or FRL, filter regulator lubricator group, which sets the conditions, level of contaminants, pressure and lubrication of the pressurized air. 4. Central preparation unit, through which the compressed air from the tank is filtered, dehumidified and cooled down. 5. Air tank. Here, the compressed air is stored, pre-dehumidified and pre-cooled. One very important function of the tank is to eliminate the pulsatory characteristic of the reciprocating compressor. And 6. Compressor unit with all the attached parts. Their purpose is to compress the atmospheric air and control the process. Now let's take the same circuit, but this time you'll have the chance to name each one of the components and to name its functions. Now that you've familiarized yourself with the basic pneumatic circuit, I encourage you to take a pencil and paper, draw the entire circuit again in symbols, also name each component and make a list underneath it with the functions. Use these ISO symbols. Try to look back at this video as less as possible. You can verify yourself with a diagram which will appear on the screen in 5 seconds.